Well, tomorrow is also Election Day here in Wisconsin, capping off a race that has drawn national attention to the Badger State as both candidates make their final case to the voters before polls open. Political reporter Will Keneally followed along with them on the campaign trail.
That brought both candidates right here to Dane County, with Liberal candidate Susan Crawford holding a rally here at the Majestic Theater in downtown Madison.
I live in Madison, so it makes sense for me to cap off the campaign here.
But even if this wasn't home for Dane County Judge Susan Crawford, it would still be important for her to campaign here.
We need to get the vote out. We need to get it out in Dane County, but we need to get it out all over the state.
In the last state Supreme Court race in 2023, Dane County accounted for more liberal votes in that race than even Milwaukee did. That's also a fair comparison across the aisle as well.
You guys are outnumbered here, more than anywhere else in the state, but you are the fiercest.
Conservative candidate in the race, Brad Schimmel, met with Dane County GOP volunteers this morning. In the last election, Dane County was the third largest vote total for the conservative in that race. And while Democrats may focus their get-out-the-vote efforts in Dane County cities, Republicans can still pull significant votes from the Dane County suburbs.
I believe that we're getting the energy and we're getting people motivated. That's what I've been trying to do this whole way.
Now, this comes as both campaigns are knocking some final doors in the waning hours of this spring election. Reporting in Madison, Will Keneally, Fox 47, News at 9.
Thank you, Will. The state Supreme Court race is supposed to be nonpartisan, but Wisconsin's Republican and Democratic parties have been receiving millions of dollars in support for their candidates. Ahead of the election, we sat down with both state party leaders for whether they think this is how elections should be run in our state.
Absolutely not. It is core to the Democratic Party of Wisconsin's platform, to the beliefs of most Wisconsinites, regardless of party, that we should have campaign finance reform. We should try to get big money out of politics.
The liberals in this state have been taking tens of millions of dollars for years to fund state Supreme Court races. They're upset now because the other side is catching up. It's that simple.
Remember, tomorrow polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Anyone in line by 8 o'clock will be allowed to vote. You can find your polling place at vote.wi.gov, and that's also where you can find what other races are on your ballot and see if you're registered. If you're not registered, you can do some person tomorrow before you cast your ballot. Here's what you'll need when you go to the polls tomorrow. Wisconsin law requires you to bring a valid photo ID in order to vote, and that can be a Wisconsin driver's license, a DOT-issued identification card, a passport, or a military ID card from the U.S. Uniformed Services.